Hello everybody, welcome to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. In the purple box there is some mystery math and your challenge is to determine what that math is. You can pause this video, click the link in the description and get to this page to put in as many numbers as you like at the top and see how they're transformed as they come out the bottom and use that information to determine what is in that mystery box. When you think you've got it, come on back, listen to the rest of the video and see if I get what you get. All right, let's begin with a 0. And 0 gives us a 2. Okay, let's put in a 1. And 1, gives us close to 1. Interesting. How about a 2? Okay, now we're getting a nice curve here. So maybe this is a parabola with a downward facing parabola with a vertex 2 off the origin there. Let's try a 3. Oh, that curve, it's a little hard to see, but it looks like it was steeper before and now it's shallower. Maybe a 4. Okay, so we were going down, now we're going up. I'm wondering if this is a periodic function. Let's put in a 5. Maybe a -1. Does it go down on the left? It does. All right, so I'm seeing like a sine or a cosine style. Let's put in a number like pi or a close approximation and see if we get close to a whole number. Yeah, so pi gives us basically -2, and 0 gave us 2. Now this is a little odd because when we have a function like, well, let's say the cosine, I think this is cosine, and I'll show you why in a second here. So the cosine, it's going to measure if you have an angle here, the endpoint here is going to be the x value, the x coordinate. So it starts at 1 because this is a unit circle with a radius of 1, and then by the time you get to pi over 2, it's at 0, and by the time you get to pi, it's at -1. We're at 2 to start and at -2 down here. Where are we at pi over 2? Let's put in something close to pi over 2. I'm just going to say 1.5. This should be close to 0 maybe? Yeah, that's very close to 0. Okay, so it does look like the cosine. The only problem is that we're supposed to be at 1 and -1, and we're at 2 and -2. So I think what has happened here is that we've applied a multiplier to our cosine. So this f of x is going to be 2 times the cosine of x. That's what I'm thinking. So the cosine of 0 is 1, and then multiply that by 2, you get a 2. The cosine of pi is -1, that's over here. You multiply that by 2, you get a -2. And you can see what it does to the graph here, just kind of stretches it on the vertical axis to make it taller. We've actually, what this does is it increases the amplitude, that's what we call that, of the function. So I'm pretty sure that this is 2 times the cosine of x, but let's check and see. Yeah, we've got 2 times the cosine of x, and if we graph that, yeah, so there is our cosine function, positive value here at 0, 0 at pi over 2, negative maximum value at pi, and on repeating that process. So we've just increased the amplitude by multiplying 2 to the cosine function. Well, how'd that go for you? Were you able to see that this was cosine? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.